So in the green circles, you actually see 9 beautiful stars with typical brightness profiles similar to all the other stars. And they're there here in this image on the 12th of April, 1950. Then they are no longer there. They vanish. And they are not there half an hour earlier either, and they're not there 6 days later, nor 30 years later. And that became like quite a mystery, because there's no way you can do that in the 1950s with just some astrophysical phenomena. There's no way how you can get that. You could create like short-lived transients and multiple of them if you have satellites or space debris, but this is 1950, so that is a very fun problem. So one of the first explanations that we have is that there must have been something wrong with the plate. Let's say you have some kind of plate defects or contamination. Now, if you think of the normal plate defects, they are usually not round, and they are usually not having a star-like brightness profile. So that's a problem, because now we have 9 of them that all have star-like brightness profiles. So to get this kind of coincidence 9 times in this little image of the sky is kind of problematic. And so then the solution would have been to look at the original plates, but it's super difficult to get access and to travel there, because it's like museum material, so it's a long story there. So what we're doing now is that we are working on a new project where we are going to search for these things in the modern sky in a way that allows us to separate it from satellites, to see if this is real or not, this effect with multiple transients. So that's something that is super fun.
Could it be like a ball of dust or something? Could it be? No.
9 balls of dust?
I don't know. I was just thinking like a ball of dust going by the in-between. I don't know.
No, because the other stars are beautiful and equally clear.
Fair enough.
And so, okay, before we move on from it though, what would it take for you to be convinced that they were stars that went out?
I don't think they are stars that went out. I think that there was something that flashed up on the sky very briefly. Something that caused short flashes happening simultaneously, if that thing is real, if the effect we see is real. And what it would need is that I would like to be able to confirm the effect with modern instrumentation and confirm it, separate it from mundane explanations, and that it should be reproducible, that you would see it more than one time.
What I wonder is about the depth of surveying that we have right now. Like, the sky is very, very big. Again, I'm like approaching this from like total rube perspective, but as far as I understand it, the sky is very big. We have a limited number of telescopes. What percentage of the sky are we surveying with a 30-minute interval?
With a what?
With like a 30-minute interval of just like picture, 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 picture.
I do not know how the answer to that. I think it's just a very small fraction of the sky, because you take a picture and then you move your telescope to a new place, and you take a picture and you move your telescope. Of course, there are also these projects that are trying to look at all sky all the time, but then you're usually only seeing the very, very brightest stars. So even if you see the whole sky, you're not going to see to the same depth like if you're watching just on one little patch of the sky. So I don't think I can give you a number.
Yeah,
I remember being really shocked just looking at where some of the big cosmological questions concern the Hubble telescope's images, these deep field images, right? But I was really surprised, and I can't remember the number either right now, but it's a very tiny fraction of the sky, because the only place you can look is away from the galaxy. So you're limited to this very tiny little portion, essentially. Plus, you're getting so much data, even out of a tiny, arc second of sky or something. It's just like gigabytes, I don't know, petabytes of data. And so there's a real processing issue there too.
Yeah. And that's
enormous amount of data.
yeah. How do you deal with that? Like as a scientist who's trying to organize it and structure it and be able to access it easily and robustly.
So in the VASCO project, we were dealing with already existing data. So it means that someone else did the dirty work when they kind of doing observations, and then they did the what's called the data treatment, the raw data treatment, and then we got like the nice images already processed. And then the thing that has helped me a lot is that I have a very good collaboration with the Spanish Virtual Observatory, where they have super good experience with dealing with huge data sets. So they have all the programs and interfaces, and they have been helping to, like, it wouldn't be possible to do the project without them, if we say so. They have all the expertise on these big data sets. However, now with a new ExoProbe project, we are going to actually take data off the sky, which is going to be a new experience for me in this way of like systematically take data. And there, I think we're going to get enormous amounts of data every night. So that will be fun.
What's
We'll
the
see how it works out.